Warning. This program may contain foul language and awful arithmetic. It should not be viewed by anyone who is triggered by first start at 18 saw 90 with the opponent on the finish, or by anyone learning how to mentally calculate 11 plus 8 plus 26. City League Darts reminds you to please add and subtract responsibly. All right, welcome back again for what have been promising the third consecutive night of this Week 5 Quarantine Premier League action. As always, with you in the booth here, Lasercat Matt Langen, ready to bring you this matchup with two more Austin, Texas shooters. We got Sweet Action Mike Gilligan going up against Silver Fox Seth Wilkerson. Sometimes it takes me a minute to remember these players' nicknames. Before we get into the match, though, let's take a look at these season standings as I finally hit the right button. So, as we saw last night, the West Texas Marauder, Jerry Melendez, sneaking into that first place with his real nice victory over... Who did Jerry play? Was that Jaehoon, perhaps? I think. Darren? I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. He got the 2 points. But we see Mike here with 5 points could join him in that first place spot as well. And Seth here has that 1 point from a draw earlier on in the season. So for their stats so far, a bit of a difference between them, both having, Seth down one match. So this will just be his fourth match. Mike with 4 clear there with that mid-50s average and a clear advantage in some of the power scoring as well. Players have already corked. We've got the match up and ready. They should be ready to go, guys. If you're good, then game on. Shoot 'em well.
All right, Mike, you're up. Turn it down a bit. Here we go.
And we're off to the races. So like I said, Week 5 match. This is match number 3. We will finish up the week tomorrow afternoon.
Seven.
That will be at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central tomorrow afternoon. We will have Shenandoah Slinger Kenny Johnson going up against Old Boy Jaehoon Lim, representing Waynesboro, Virginia, and...
Hold on, Mike. Sorry. I think I got it right now.
Representing Waynesboro, Virginia, and Santa Fe, New Mexico, respectively.
I don't know what I did.
Seth finally gets a correct score in there.
That wasn't me.
Seth perhaps not entirely mentally with us just yet. But we're still early in the match. Early in the evening, just a few minutes after 7 p.m. here, Central Time. All three of us here, the booth, the left and the right side of your board.
64.
Within about a mile of each other here in Austin. But of course, due to sensible social distancing and
43.
personal health practices, we are still playing these matches remote. But boy, do we miss playing together.
60.
Finding 3 straight for the first time here, Seth. Ooh, finding 3 straight and very tightly grouped there for Mike. One of his favorite adages in the darts is just throw 3 darts the same way. And
26.
those 3 were certainly thrown the same way. So 2-3-3 math opportunity here for Mike, as a 63 can be achieved with a couple 19s and a 25, or a 20 and 18 and a 25. Looks like he might be going the 19s route if he stays. Oh no! Oh no, bad math awareness from the left side of our board. Could have gotten himself on a checkout with one more 19 and a 25 after that first start found the single 19.
100.
Congra in the chat saying Subsidy League Darts. Sup, Congra? Just in time for a B Math Aware PSA. Classic. Early here, we couldn't even get 36 starts in.
43.
Seth with some work yet to do. One more 20 would put him at 164. A 5, though, will not. So 6 starts at the 131 here for Gilligan. And he'll need at least 4. Treble 17 here to set up tops for his next visit, and way off. Big Man Bearded in the chat saying, "What's up, Laser? It's Kenny's brother." Oh yeah, I've got the Slinger family, at least the Slinger brother stuff down now. Good to see you. 26 or 26 it was. Wasn't sure if he nicked a treble with that 20. So 88 here for Mike, who will not be going 16s first start. I can almost guarantee you. 18 for the bullseye here. Ooh, how about double 7 for the 88, the funky way. Oh, and the bust. Oh, shoot. After a great setup, ends up dumping that double 7 attempt into the single 16 for the bust. He'll have another crack at this 88.
23.
You'd much rather hit the treble on the first dart here with this 20 than the second dart with that 18. Either would be better than the opening 3, however. Treble 15 does not go. So Seth will have a look at the baby fish. The 130. Just needs 1 treble and a bullseye. That's not asking too much. I am openly soliciting recommendations for charcoal grills here in the chat. Any recommendations for a good
39.
good charcoal grill? Either a beginner charcoal grill or the kind of buy it for life. I'm my propane one that's lasted me a good kind of 6 or 7 years here just kind of finally bit the dust. The igniter stopped working a little while ago, as Mike just is not. Oh gosh, he busts again, just not able to set up a double. This is an absolute disaster. If Seth wins this, then Mike will go into absolute rage mode, I guarantee. He might already be there.
8.
Wow, yeah, so I was pretty sure that wasn't a shot at tops. Wow, anyway. Double 18 now for Mike. Beautiful first start. Double 9. An awkward switch. Well, better leave it outside than inside. Finally back on the right track, though. Yikes. Treble 17 here for Seth. Finds 2 instead. Congress saying he doesn't know barbecue stuff. Back to my gas comment. Wow. Found the 45 for 36.
47.
Was just outside that double 18. Beautiful effort from Seth to punish Mike, who is not out of the woods yet. Double 9. I don't think he's going to split it. Yikes. You split that 9 in the door frame.
No score.
Oh gosh. This is a really rough start for Mike. Just mentally, this could be tough to come back from. Meanwhile, Seth throwing darts damn near off the board. Working it in. Not enough. Double 9 again. I can't even count the number of visits at the doubles at this point from Mike. His first one ending up with that bust on 88 with the double 7 finding a single 16. Unable to find the 1. It's off the rails officially now. Seth and only Seth can save this leg. Can save us all. Our only hope.
18.
But hope fades. Single 1. No. What is going on here? Oh my gosh. And who would have thought that third dart would have found the target after those first 2? Look away, children. Anyway, I had a gas grill. The igniter stopped working a little while ago. That's okay. You can just stick a barbecue lighter in there and do it manually. All good. But then today I just went out to grill some flank steak, and one of the middle 2 burners isn't lighting. So that's it. I'm done. I'm over it. I think I'm going to make the plunge into charcoal now. I've just heard enough about it, getting serious enough about my cooking, that I think it's time. Meanwhile, to that effect, Congrad was saying he doesn't know his barbecue stuff. They don't get the weather for it here. I will draw a critical distinction. I am not talking about barbecue. No. I'm talking about heat that is on for less than an hour, and
41.
never really gets below 450 degrees for any practical purposes. In Texas, that is grilling, and barbecue is a whole class unto itself. Barbecue is like the world's original natural, it's like the world's first original natural gastronomy. So Congrad shrugging yeah, so
60.
you're grilling, you put a burger on, you flip it, take the burger off, you're good. You put some chicken on, get a sear on it, or get some grill marks on it, get it cooked, take it off. Barbecue,
3.
you put some meat in and smoke it, so you have a fire in a separate chamber, and then the smoke from that fire heats up the whatever vessel the meat's actually in, and that's how the meat cooks. And you do that with a super tight temperature control. I think it's around mid 200 degrees Fahrenheit. You can do the kind of conversion to Celsius.
70.
But it's on for 12 to 18 hours of this process that's tightly monitored, and heat is added or taken off as necessary to just achieve this absolute perfection outside and inside of the meat. So that is barbecue. At least in America. At least in Texas, I should say.
28.
Gargoyle was saying he likes barbecue Pringles, and that's the most he can contribute to the subject. That'll work. That's fine. We'll take it. We'll also take that treble 20 for Mike. He'd rather not take that single one, though. Oh, no. Nor the follow-up. I think I've said this before. Mike really just loves to throw into traffic. The flights from that treble 20 and single one really blocking any reasonable attempt at that treble bet. I think in that 20 really would have advocated a move down to 19s there. Speaking of target shooting, so traditionally on 132, the 25-50 is your first target. However, with your opponent so far back there, I would have just said go for the 60s on the 132. Like, I don't really think there's much value in setting up at 107 with 2 darts left in that position, like, at all. Oh, it's on. Double 16 here. It's going to have 2 at it. About double 9, I think? Oh, wow. Way high. Oh, he's getting down there, Mike, and just these nerves maybe getting to him. Nerves from what? I don't know.
$44.
Double 9 here. We've been here before. It's gotten ugly. First one's not pretty. Congress saying from that 132, you got to go Bulls just for the show off. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh no, was going to leave himself on 173 set. That disaster. Excuse me, 171. And we've seen Mike bust this first art a bunch of times. Not this time. Have out the double 4. Don't bust it into the 13. All right.
Thank God.
Yikes. Better late than never. This is not pretty. Oh gosh, I don't know why I just brought that up. I shouldn't have showed that. Wow, just one visit of a ton or better between the two of them through a whole lot of visits. Not for lack of visits, I'll tell you that.
41.
Seth, maybe you watched a little bit too much of the Grand Prix today, saying, hey, you know what, Mike? I want to play a challenge. I want to make this hard for myself. Double start. Game on. Congress says, like watching Mincer with these averages. Deflated 43 there from Mike, who is not happy with how either of these legs have gone.
101.
Again, getting that double start practice in. You figure if Seth sets up tops, he is poised to take it. Just nothing getting going here for either player. Seth, however, with an 80 average through 6. And another double. Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
65.
It's not a double start, you know. Yikes. Oh, still not in. Still not in. No score for Seth here.
40.
Failing to come in on the double. I kid, of course. Honestly, given how tense I assume Mike is throwing right now, I'm surprised these darts are finding themselves high of the trouble more often than short.
22.
He's doing a good job of letting himself just release the dang thing. As I think there's a tendency to kind of over grip and kind of refuse to let it go when nerves start to play a role. Not like I would know. I haven't played darts in seemingly forever.
100.
Good ton to try to restake some sort of claim to his darts here. Oh my gosh, Seth, another one just straight up off the board. What is going on?
23.
23 with 2 darts. I mean, why even waste the time with the second? We could move this on a little bit faster if you just want to kind of pick which 2 you're going to use to score with. Throw those. We'll kind of modify the rules here just in the name of efficiency.
30.
So game of 190, but Seth has the darts. I might have just given them back to Mike with that visit. At least he's in range, which Mike is not quite yet. Okay, now he is. Wow, 70 left. Oh, woof. Well, he wanted the treble 18. I thought he was actually going to set up tops with the treble 10. He's already hit a setup with that treble 10 earlier in the match.
67.
As it is, 69 remaining. I think he might be going treble 15 for double 12. Oh no, 67 left. Might have to settle for a shot at the bull. He will. Bullseye for a testy hold of throw. Oh, just outside. Great effort.
44.
You can see it just outside of that centermost ring. Wow, meanwhile, that treble 19 attempt is way off. So 83... Or wait, it was 81 remaining.
23.
I think he wanted 45 for 36. Found it a couple wedges high. So 9 for double 8, Mike. 9's good. Give himself at least one chance. He'll have another at double 4. Wow. Banged it right in there. No question. You can see that thing clear as
All right, Mike,
day.
Let's get our act together here.
Play it on.
Where are we at? Where are we at? All right, it's coming up. It's coming up a little bit.
41.
And Seth used all 3 darts. So that's great. You know, sometimes it's the small things. Mike taking some extra time to compose himself, find his center, calm his chi.
43.
So 76 and 16 is 82.
Congraw says they don't put averages on trophies. They don't, and at this rate, they also don't put these players' names on them.
No.
Oh, 41.
22.
Not the finest of hours for either of these players' starting careers.
55.
43.
All right, good visit there from Mike. But Seth still maybe with the advantage, especially if he puts in a nice little 60 here. Ooh, I'm not sure what the intended target was with that
48.
third one. Sounds like some darts were playing a game of Plinko in the background or something there. Kenny in the chat. Say what up, guys. Good evening, Kenny. Welcome to the match. 24 minutes in. We are still just in the fourth leg here.
34.
Ooh, wow. Great visit there from Mike, though.
$60.
Well, this could be interesting. And here, I'm sure he's going to go 1820s bullseye. If he has that bullseye shot, I can guarantee you he's going to go for it here to try to put an emphasis on this match. Try to say, I can throw some good darts, but we're not going to see him with the opportunity. 3 good darts, though. Good attempts at treble 18, treble 20, and then treble 18 again. Ooh, can you say he just played a Z's? If I had known that was going on, I would have probably pulled up a scoreboard for that in here.
41.
I bet that was a cracker. 72 here for Mike. 20 for tops.
Oh my gosh. Come on.
Well, he doesn't bust it, but he does the next worst thing. 19 for tops if he returns. Seth 154. And Mike will return. Uh-oh, Kenny's saying I should look at the stats, and I would not have wanted to look at the
24.
match. Tops here for Mike. For the tidiest leg of them all. Wrong way.
Oh, come on.
Yikes. Oh, those are good numbers. That would have been fun to call. I mean, it was a
60.
pretty one-sided affair, but decent numbers are all around. No sloppiness. That was a tidy match. 19's in. Double 10 now.
Nice.
All right.
39.
There he goes. That is our first leg under 30 darts here. Let's check back in on these numbers
Come on.
and then immediately regret that decision. Still time to pull them up, though. We have at least 4 legs left, if not more. We'll see. So, Kenny, in case you missed earlier, I'm trying to solicit advice for a charcoal grill. I need a new grill. My gas one has kicked the bucket. So, any ideas you have, suggestions, let me know.
45.
This is the part of the Quarantine Premier League where I wish I had like a fake commercial done up, like in Wayne's World, where they go corporate and get the Pepsi and Dorito and Frito-Lay sponsorship, and get the advertising deal with Noah's Arcade and redo their theme song and everything. I'm ready for it.
45.
Oh, what's that? The new Weber line of 2020 models is the perfect value for your money?
40.
So here's a link to that match report for anyone interested in the chat
60.
on that Kenny Aziz Challenge League A Division matchup.
$26.
Well, I don't think this match is going the way that anyone involved, including y'all out there on YouTube, thought that this was going to go.
59.
41.
Meanwhile, I think my dog's going crazy out in the living room. Another dog probably dared to be on the street in front of our house. And I'm sorry, she just finds that unacceptable.
60.
Congra noticing the maximum in that Kenny Aziz match. I did not catch that. Good eyes in leg 4. Nice little 22 darter.
$26.
We're trying to get in a range here on this Visit Mike. Come on, man.
60.
Seth going back to the early double strategy. It was working for him, as he was finding in free 60 with 2 darts in a lot of those visits back in that stretch of 40s.
Yeah.
I think Mike just missed that treble 12 into the treble 5. Had that 72 set up perfectly with that opening treble 19.
32, 89.
Does the right math, corrects it, sets up tops, which he will have a look at.
$43. Really?
for the second best leg of the match. Still could do it. That's his third 10 visit, full 10 visit, 30 dart
All
leg.
right, Mike. We start playing darts now.
All right, the game begins.
Players announcing that they are finally warmed up. They are ready to begin this match. Week 5, Quarantine Premier League. Game on. However, in my administrative capacity, I have decided that Seth will begin this match with a 4-1 handicap. But since he's warmed up, hopefully he will be quite ready to bridge that deficit. So players are ready. They can shoot him well. Game on.
26.
I thought that Mike said 96 until I looked up and saw 475 on the scoreboard. I was going to say, they have restarted this match, and it is beautiful. And I would like to reset it.
Four.
Another 2-dart visit there from Seth. But not the sort of 2-dart visit that you might be accustomed to hearing about on dart streams. Oh, it depends on the streams you watch, I guess.
41.
$30.
You hear these big exhales from Mike after a bunch of these throws, just trying to let go of some of that tension.
41.
$41.
Fortunately for Mike, he does have a very repeatable mechanic with his throw. It's very deliberate, very, very kind of methodical, very little motion or movement in it. So even when he is kind of stressing out, you see the deviations aren't that bad.
82.
You know, he's not flying darts into the 12 and 18s when he's trying to hit the 20s, but they're missing by enough, and then you see it affecting him most on those doubles.
59.
Kenny saying he's excited, can't wait to play tomorrow against Jaehoon in our first Quarantine Premier League matinee match. That's right, 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central for that matchup.
Good God.
As Mike bemoans his discovery of yet another single one.
41.
A treble 20 there would have put him onto the big fish. As it is, Seth will be the first marching through checkout range. Tiptoeing into checkout range. Pardon me.
Oi.
Nothing going right for Mike here this evening. Despite the 4-1 advantage here, he will feel just terrible about this match.
24.
It's like when it gets like this, sometimes I want to just like double check Skype and make sure I'm my audio isn't coming through, right? They're not like hearing me in their ears as they're going up for the doubles, right? Because I try to keep myself muted for them. But I'm sure they would tell me, "Hey Matt, you're still on. Shut up. We're throwing." They would certainly do it before now. Certainly these two players would not hesitate.
45.
Ooh, 57's in, 66 remaining. Oh, I think that sets up double nine. I think it's a 48. Oh, wow, it was. And the double nine is just inside. Wow. Gilligan has really set some stuff up tonight. Oh, it has just been unfortunate to miss these.
47 remaining.
So 47 remaining. You hear Seth doing the math. Double 16 he wants. And I will go ahead and flash that bad math aware. Going anywhere other than 20s for a start on 80. You should be ashamed of yourself, Seth Wilkerson. One leaves double four for Mike here. Please get through it. He does. Wow, finds the corner. Shows us all mercy. Another 30 dart leg here. So Seth opened up with a 45 dart hold to throw. So Seth opened with a 45 dart hold. Mike then took him in 30, 30, 26, 30, 30. Oh boy. Kenny asking when the cutoffs in the Challenge League begin. It's either going to be 6 or 8, like 6 to 8, 6 or 7 or 8. If it's 6, then at least 7 and 8 will have some sort of like playoff, play-in opportunity or something. I don't know. I'm thinking about
60.
4 to 8 501 shooters, mostly from Austin, who haven't been participating in this yet, are going to join the fray. And again, this is Challenge League, not the Quarantine Premier League. And so I'm going to have to figure out how to handle kind of feed-ins and division placements and stuff like that. So
41.
So it's yet to be determined. But kind of in that 6 to 8 spot, 6 to 8 range.
85.
Come on. God, what?
Oh no. Still not under 400 yet. Oh no! Well, with that. Oh gosh. Seth back to the double in now. Back to the double start, turn by turn. I was saying earlier it could work. It has worked for him.
120.
Ish.
Oh, that's a big number. 118.
There it goes.
Oh, that's another big number. 68.
$68, a real weird way. A double three, a five, and a treble 19. Meanwhile, you almost want Seth to go for the bullseye here to have the 16 darter. And by you almost want, I mean you absolutely do want if you're like a half decent human being.
$124.
Oh dang! All right, yeah, I was confused by Mike's reaction. First, double 20 for Seth. Wow, flies back off. Oh wow! What a beautiful 18 darter! A break a throw for Seth to get him back into this match. Holy moly, that couldn't have gone any better. Wow! Incredible stuff from Seth Wilkerson there.
$30.
And is he showing up all of a sudden?
$100.
81.
$41.
And Mike having a real tough time even just stringing together three big 20s.
45.
Growing increasingly frustrated as the match wears on. But thus far, he's been let off the hook by Seth, but that might be changing. Yeah, I just remembered why I set up that booth cam. I'm drinking this lovely, lovely electric jellyfish from Pint House. You can see that I'm worried the glare might be too bad.
45.
Anyway, this can is just absolutely beautiful. This is like some GABF gold medal winner for like hazy IPAs from Pine House Pizza here in Austin, Texas. Respect. And they just started canning it like in the last 6 months or so. First time I've ever had it in a can. It is delicious. Speaking of which, hope these players will be good. Give me time to run and get another can.
41.
I'll wait until. Should I wait until after this leg? I should, because Mike could guarantee the point here with this leg. If he scores at least a 60, I'll stick around. If not, I'll go run for a jelly. Okay, well, I'm sticking around here because he could be setting this up quite nicely.
Get 83. Boy, yo.
83 will help.
Offer for X. Wow. 22.
The 151 is not going to go. Not here.
Golly, 55.
$100.
Wow, he did find the ton. To apply a little bit of pressure there. 96 here, Mike, for the guaranteed point. As the worst he could do would be a 6-6 draw. Could still be a 91. Trouble 17 for tops. Thank you to my beautiful wife for bringing me a jelly. Kissy face. And not even leaving himself on a 2-dart finish there. At least not a single double finish.
$42.
Man, so who had Seth Wilkerson taking the 7th leg with an 18-darter on their prediction sheet? You freaking kidding me? 20 for tops here. Great setup.
72.
Wow. I thought he nicked that corner.
Hold on, Mike.
Weird.
All right. Tied to your little 24-dart leg. That's Mike's best leg so far of the match. Let's take a look at these stats. Oh, nope. Excuse me. Errant bad math awareness there. No disrespect intended there. Just an errant slip of the hand. So Mike's bringing it back up close to 50s. He could get there in this leg.
Oh, come on.
Seth could help him get there this leg if Seth wants to throw another 18-darter.
13.
It's one way to boost up the player averages. Surprisingly, not a single score in that high ton range this match. That is surprising.
45.
I would expect at least 1 ton 40 from these players. See, we think we saw we've seen a 134 from Gilligan. So we've definitely seen some 2 big trouble visits, but not many.
60.
$81.
Kenny Johnson saying he did not have Seth with an 18-darter in the 7th leg on his prediction sheet. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you for your honesty, first and foremost. Thought so. Hey, thank you, Mike Gilligan, for your maximum.
Weird.
$41.
Uh-oh. Another dog dares to be in the street outside. Better not do that. So that 7th leg, I'm looking at the recap right here. Seth opened up with a 60.
80.
Then went 85, ton 20, 118, 68 on 118. So 68 to leave 50. Went 10. And I think he went high double 20. It was either high double 20 or 20 double 10. Just clinical. Just beautiful.
26.
Another beautiful leg in the making here. The baby fish for Mike. Yikes, way off with the first. It's still on, though. Ooh, I think it wants the bullseye. Oh, way off. Real tight. That's a dart. He didn't let go. Respect him for going for it, for sure. Trying to give us a little pizzazz to end this match. And that was a match shot at the bull.
60.
I figure it's going to be 15 for double 16. Figure right. Can he correct it?
15.
He can't. Oh, Congar reminded me, bad math alert from Seth. Meanwhile, I'm just focused on Mike checking it down here. Go ahead and flash it retroactively. Bad math alert to get down to that 168. Bad Seth, bad Seth. Double 16 now for Mike, second time of asking. One out. Oof. One outer. Oh, 1-2 in. 108 for Seth now. For a chance to stay alive. It would be heroic. He doesn't expect another shot at it with Mike sitting on double 8 there. One of the 48 to leave tops. Doesn't find much to his liking. So double 8 here for the match. And the +5 leg differential. So all 2 ranking points and the 5 on the diff. Ooh, I think it's a single. Double 4 now. There it is. That was going long enough with those doubles. Very uncharacteristic for Mike
I'm proud of what
to see
happened
that
tonight,
much
but,
wobbling around the board. Double to double. Anyway, that's what we've got. So Mike just manages to eke over that 50 average, 3/100ths of a point on top of that. Does find some bigger scores toward the end. I think we went the first like 4 or 5 legs with just one visit of a ton or better from, and that one I think was from Seth. So that definitely turned around the back half of that match or so. So let's see where that leaves us with the standings. So Mike does climb back up into that 1-2 spot. So in number 2 right now, just on the leg differential, but tied in those ranking points with the West Texas Marauder up there. But like I said, tomorrow we've got the Shenandoah Slinger, Kenny Johnson, going up against Old Boy Jaehoon Lim. And with a victory there, Kenny will reclaim that number 1 spot, which he only lost yesterday to Jerry's victory. And we see with these standings, Kenny is 1 leg down. 2 matches down from both those players. So both those players through 5 matches now. Kenny just through 3, playing his 4th tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central. So hope you can join us here on the Seated League YouTube channel. As always, thanks for tuning in, and hope to catch you all next time. Cheers.